Bella Salon and Day Spa, located at 41 West Main Street in Northeast Pennsylvania, proudly supports Chautauqua Sunrise and its volunteers. More information at bellasalonanddayspa.net. Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Hey, good morning, everybody. We're having a lot of fun here before the show gets started already. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't know how it's possible that it's November 23rd. I remember it was still like October 1st, and we were just talking about the fall and the weather getting a little cooler, and here we are talking about Thanksgiving this week and 30-some days left to Christmas shopping. So we decided to get into the swing of things and put up some holiday decorations and kick off the season everybody else is. If you are watching TV, Black Friday is supposed to be the day after Thanksgiving, and they've started it like the day after Halloween. So it's beyond me. So it's whatever. My wife and I have a peace agreement when we first got married. When we talk about Christmas, I simply say, "Yes, dear." And that's all I say. You need this? Of course you do. You want to buy that? Oh, sure. Does this cost this much? Not a problem. We'll just print more money. Not a problem. Christmas and I have an interesting relationship. Okay, so want to say good morning to all of our viewers on channel 1301 on Spectrum throughout the western and north part of Chautauqua County. I want to say good afternoon to all of our listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, so glad you could join us. And I also want to say good morning to the world. We are streaming today with brand new technology. The last couple of weeks we were using my cell phone, but we are now really high class with good technology. And thank you to the station here and Chris Burt for doing all that legwork to do that. In order to stream with us live every Saturday morning, you just got to go to our Facebook page, Chautauqua Sunrise, click on like, and I guess it pops up any old time, but you can, I guess, just go to my page without liking us and watch it anyways. But we're happy to be able to stream everywhere so that if you're on the road and you know that we have someone that's going to be really cool, like today's guests, you could just click on your iPhone and you can watch us, or your iPad, anywhere in the world. So that's very, very cool. Well, the weather is interesting. We had winter, and now we're back to fall again, and looks pretty good for Thanksgiving. Maybe afterwards, not so much, but I remember a few Thanksgivings where it was pretty treacherous getting to my relative's house when we were little and even later on. So I think we're going to be okay. But nonetheless, folks, Wednesday is going to be the most traveled day of the year, so please take time, take extra care when you're out on the road, and Just go slow and easy. And right along with that is the hunting season. So hunters know what they're supposed to wear and all that good stuff, but we should be aware that if we're walking along our wood line or walking our dogs, whatever it is, whistle, make noise, whatever it is, so that the hunters know that you're around and so forth. So be careful, hunters out there, and have a great season. I know Pennsylvania opens up today or tomorrow, I guess it is, but New York State is already open, and well, good luck to all of you and be safe. Okay, let's see. Also, as you know, we are a live show, as I mentioned, but you also can call in live from anywhere in the world. So our phone number is 716, that's our area code, and it's 753-5225, and you can comment, you can ask a question of me, our guest, you can share one of your club or organization's activities, a fundraiser perhaps, whatever is going on in your world. It's free of charge. You just call that number, and a wonderful, soft-spoken gentleman will answer the phone and take all of your information if you don't want to talk to me directly. If you want to talk to me directly, they'll pump it right through the system here, and we can hear it, and we'll talk live. Last week, Mike from Portland called, and it was real easy. Sometimes Lynn from the Office for the Aging will call in, so happy to hear from you, and please don't hesitate to share your information. If you're really, really shy, just email us and we'll get it on the show like we do every week. So let me think here. I think I got everything I want to talk about. So let's go into our community events, and then we're going to get our guests on who are anxiously waiting to come on. All right, let's see, page one. Many of you heard of this. It's called Giving Tuesday, and it's December 3rd. So without going through every single organization, I'm just going to cite one, our friends from Infinity. But this is for every foundation, every organization that's out there, I believe. Giving Tuesday is an opportunity to send a few dollars to special organizations that you care to support. And there's a picture right there. I didn't even know we had a slide. Look at that. There's our friends from Infinity, the kids over there. So let me read what it says. Jamestown's own Infinity Visual and Performing Arts Center has once again joined Giving Tuesday, a global day of giving that harnesses the collective power of individuals, communities, and organizations to encourage philanthropy and to celebrate generosity worldwide. In 2019, Infinity celebrates 21 years of service to young people and families in the Chautauqua region and is asking for your support in continuing their mission to provide music and arts education and performance opportunities to all students with a desire to participate. I've often said that if many of us growing up had Infinity, we would be the Eric Claptons and the superstars of Hollywood today, because I just think that a lot of folks could have really used their energy and their skills that they offer to really catapult people's careers. And even if you're not interested in becoming a rock and roller or whatever, or an actor, it's just a lot of fun, and it does enhance your skills later on in life. It gives you really good skill sets. Performing ensembles and workshops provide Infinity students with an opportunity to learn advanced music and arts techniques, practice soft skills development in areas such as public speaking, teamwork, collaboration, and positive peer development. This year's Giving Tuesday initiative will raise funds to support ensembles, performances, and showcasing opportunities, marketable skills, training, experiences, program and class supplies, and much, much more. Infinity's goal is to raise it's really not a big number, $3,000. You know, you divide that by 300 people, that's only $10. So with the help of area supporters around the area, and they, as you know, they've been on the show here before, they have students from all over Chautauqua County. And I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. We're going to have Infinity showcase some holiday music later on in December, just before Christmas. So there's a little teaser. Okay, so anyways, you can donate through, let's see, how's this work? Give me a second. Here it is. Okay, those are interested in supporting Infinities or any group. Giving Tuesday initiative can visit infinityperformingarts.org or Infinity's Facebook to make secure online donations. So I'm sure all your clubs and organizations have the same thing. You go to their websites and they've got a special link there that you can make that donation. And they're saying they're accepting donations for this project until December 31. All right, so enough of that, and let's keep on moving. Okay, United Community Christmas. It says here, join their second annual United Community Christmas event. They're having the best tree as decided by Facebook voters who will choose the United Way partner to split prize money with United Way of Northern Chautauqua County. They're seeking businesses to participate, decorate a tree, and have some social media fun and help a family in need this season. So if you want, check out the United Way of Northern Chautauqua County and their website for more information. Okay, also, they have the Kids Coat Drive. This one makes me crazy because I can't ever believe that anybody in Chautauqua County is going to need a winter coat. But nonetheless, it's true. It says, join them to gather new or gently used kids' coats. Visit one of their many local stores to find a new coat or clean out the attic, basement, and closet to help them ensure that every kid who needs to be warm this winter will be. Over 200 coats have already been distributed to the community this winter season. That blows my mind. Through the joint efforts of the United Way, the Resource Center, East Main Laundry, and the Salvation Army. Winter is just beginning, so we are still collecting, or they are, in the hopes of crossing every name off a very long wait list for a coat. Coats can be dropped off at any local community bank branch through the end of this month of November or at the United Way of Northern Chautauqua County. Okay, now moving along, today, and only today, holiday auction. Okay, there's a holiday auction for the Ripley Public Library, and this is going to be a lot of fun, folks. This is going to be at Noble Winery. A lot of things going around, happening today in the Westfield area. It's over there on Hardscrabble Road in Westfield. It's going to start at 12 o'clock till 4. They have a silent auction. So they've got gobs and gobs of things there. I've seen it already because I was at the library the other day, and they've got baskets, they've got art prints, they've got kids' toys, they got all kinds of stuff, and they've got sheets, and they have amounts that you can check off with your number that you're willing to pay for these items. Obviously, all the money goes to support the project and the programs at the library. The auction is going to end, the silent auction at 4, but the live auction is going to start right away at 4, and they got a bunch of really cool stuff there, and it's a great way to start on your Christmas shopping. All right, so again, today, holiday auction, Noble Winery, from noon on. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be there. Okay, here's a cool one. Holiday High Tea is today. It's right now. The Chautauqua County Historical Society will be hosting Holiday High Tea at the historic McClurg Mansion in Moore Park in Westfield today as part of the annual Christmas in the Village series of events. Look at that. For those of you that are on the radio, you can't see this. I'm telling you, I'm drooling. Yum, yum. Patrons may feel as though they've stepped back in time as they enjoy delightful and delectable sandwiches, savories, I'm still trying to figure out what those are, sweets and beverages while basking in the rich and beautiful ambience of the mansion. I wonder if John Wolfe wrote that. Tea will be served from 11 a.m., so you got time. 11 a.m. You can watch this show and still get over there until 3 p.m. The cost is only $15. No reservations needed. All right. This is sort of an announcement, so I'm going to pare it down a bit. So here we go. This was announced just recently, and this seems like a big deal. So let's see what it says. Fredonia has made it to the top 10 for season 5 of the Small Business Revolution. I didn't know there was such a thing. After reviewing thousands of nominations from across the country, a team from the Small Business Revolution selected the village of Fredonia to move forward as a contender in the next season of the Small Business Revolution, an original series by Deluxe. Team members of the Small Business Revolution team noted that their community's passion for small business is evident in that it is what helped drive their decision, according to Dave Dengler, chair of the Fredonia Community Chamber of Commerce. Members of the Small Business Revolution team will be visiting their community on December 11th and 12th to interview small business owners and community leaders. So good on you guys. Congratulations, and keep up the good work. And I know many of our communities are doing really, really outstanding things And obviously Fredonia's been recognized for theirs, so congratulations. Okay, moving along. Ken Harley, my good friend, that wants me to tell you about episode 92 of Rolling Hills Radio. This is going to be held a couple days from now, November 25th, at Shawbox at 212 West 2nd Street in Jamestown. Rolling Hills will present the Ramsey Sisters and folk singer, songwriter Garnett Rogers for episode 92. I'm not going to read the whole thing because we've been talking about this every week, but I want to tell you this. The Ramsey Sisters, you know who they are to a degree. One sister, Susie, may not know quite as well, but her sister Mary is the viola player for the 10,000 Maniacs. And she's been with them for like forever, and they've been touring all around the country and part of the world lately. So she and her sister have teamed up, and they're going to be part of this show on November 25th. Then we have Garnett Rogers, who's a professional working musician, and he's going to be performing a lot of his music, and it's in the folk genre, as I believe. So now I'm going to read what Ken has to say. So these are his words, not mine. I gotta get my lips ready because he writes very, well, you'll see. He says the following: I've been in the presence of these two making music together, the Ramsey Sisters, and I can tell you that they personify the old saw, and there is a musical simpatico between siblings that is natural and effortlessly beautiful. The indescribable quality can be quite beautiful on recordings, but to see and hear them together live is an unmatched moving experience. He goes on to say, Rolling Hills is nothing if not a celebration of genuine, heartfelt music presented by people with rare talent. Garnett Rogers is just that. I promise you, you will leave this show having been moved deeply. Words of Ken Harley. I'll have to get him on the show again. It's been a while. Folks, if you're interested, this show is only $15. I mean, that's hardly anything in today's marketplace. If you're interested in tickets, 294-0416, 294-0416, or you can go to their website, rollinghillsradio.org, rollinghillsradio, all one word, .org/tickets. Get your tickets. Been there. It's good. It's a good place to visit, and it's lots of fun. I bet you don't know this. November 30th. Do you know what November 30th is? Well, it's the day after Black Friday. Yeah, Chautauqua. And it's Small Business Saturday. And my daughter, you see in the beginning credits, my underwriter, she has Bella Salon. She would be one of those. So many of our folks that I know are small business owners. And I would say probably, I don't know what the statistic is, but probably 90% of commerce that's done in America is by small shop owners, whether it's a restaurant or as a hardware store or whatever. So we always talk about these great big places, you know, the big shop, big box places they call them, but small business, we sometimes forget about them, our artists, musicians, everybody. So just to let you know that November 30th is a focus point for everybody to get out there, and a lot of your shops are going to be, I'm sure, sponsoring little sales and things like that, and Santa's going to be showing up here and there. So just to point it out to you, Small Business Saturday, November 30th. We'll talk again about that next week. Okay, we talked about that. And finally, calling all teachers, Sunday school teachers, daycares, nursing homes, Boy and Girl Scout leaders, anyone interested. We are, not my words, we are seeking cards and letters, homemade Christmas cards to place in care packages that they're packing up on December 7th. Who is it? The Blue Star Mothers. Okay, we worked on this last year with my Rotary Club. They're looking to place them in the collection boxes and drop them off into the mail. They ship them out all over the world, and I think they did over 1,000 of these boxes last year, and they talk about do a whole lot more. And so if you have Christmas cards or anything like that, they would like you to drop them off at the Fluvanna Community Church on December 5th from 6 to 8, or you can get a hold of the Blue Star Moms. They're on Facebook, real easy to find them. And my son was in the service for a number of years and just really relished getting a card from home and actually ended up having pen pals from it. So our Rotary Club is going to be doing the same thing, and we're going to be signing cards and sending them out all over the place to shut-ins, to folks at the VA, Blue Star moms, and so forth. So it's a good thing to do. So if you have inkling to do that, please do. We're going to take a little breather, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. I guarantee you're going to enjoy the rest of the show.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Adopt and adapt, and that's what I've been doing this morning. Well, folks, we got a situation here that occurred earlier in the week, and my guest was supposed to be here from the Salvation Army and could not make it. So I was alerted to the fact, and so I thought, we gotta get somebody on here, somebody interesting, somebody cool, somebody that's lots of fun. I couldn't think of anybody. So and that's not true. So I invited some friends over. So I want to welcome to the show Sue, Rick, and Libby from my good friends. We crisscross so many different avenues.
Yes,
I mean,
we do.
we really do. So welcome to the show. And
Thanks.
Rick's going to talk now.
Why do you have a hat on and a scarf on?
Because I wanted to look least Christmassy and to think that you're going to do this Victorian Christmas, so I thought I could be Tiny Tim grown up.
There you go. Good job.
You're so weird.
Okay, so Sue,
Yes.
with that being said, you're doing something special this Christmas again, but it's taking place this weekend, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
what's going on in Westfield?
Well, this weekend is Christmas in the Village,
Mm-hmm.
and they've had Christmas in the Village for years. It started as a arts and crafts thing in Easton Hall
Mhm.
years ago, and then it expanded, and they started doing free horse-drawn carriage rides through the village, and it was primarily to get the businesses involved in things. And as time's gone on, it's developed into more, with the Chautauqua County Historical Society doing their tea that you talked about
Right.
earlier. And the Arts and Crafts Show has moved to the YWCA, and it's about to open, I think, any minute now. Then Patterson Library is involved, and they have a lot of things going on. Lakeshore Center for the Arts, of which we are all members, and we have our executive director here. We are doing quite a few things throughout the village this weekend. And then we have the Center Stage Dance Company
Really?
is doing a reception, a free reception for people after our lighted parade tomorrow night.
Parade.
Yes, and then
Boy,
she's,
nice.
tonight.
It's
Um,
tonight.
Tonight.
It's already, oh.
All right, so that would be
Lordy.
Saturday, as in tonight.
Yes,
For those
yes.
who are watching.
So that's tonight after the parade, and then she also has a performance tomorrow, and on Sunday, and that's at 5:00.
Okay.
It's just developed. Betsy Cleveland from Ithaca, who grew up in Westfield years and years ago, she had this vision of a Dickens Christmas.
Mhm.
I guess they had done that where she lives, and so she came into town as a whirlwind, and we gathered costumes together. And a couple years ago, we did mini skits of A Christmas Carol, Dickens' A Christmas Carol. We visited the tea and the church and the library and different places. And then we have our carolers. We have the Dickens Carolers, which Libby Sciarrino is the director of that. She's pulled together a group of really fine singers.
Absolutely. Mhm.
And they perform period carols throughout the village. They go in and out of stores and the
Okay.
tea and the library. And they do have some scheduled things. We have We have them scheduled at different places
All
throughout
right,
the
well,
day.
and we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, and so last year, a hot toddy crawl was started.
Yes, I think I remember talking about that.
Yeah. So this year, I believe we have 16 or 19, I don't know. Anyway, we have a bunch of businesses and nonprofits that are going to be passing out hot toddy complimentary today from 10 to 4. And it's hot toddy is just a term. It doesn't mean there's alcohol. But
It's just a what?
It's just a term. It's not. It doesn't mean hot toddy. It means there'll be a drink of some sort.
Sort of like punch.
Excuse me.
Some.
We have alcohol in ours.
We do
Yeah.
at Lakeshore Center for the Arts.
So if you want
Most of the things we do at Lakeshore
if
Center
you want to
Arts
get a
have
little
alcohol.
buzz, you have to be
There
at
you
the
go.
beginning or the end
There
of
you
the
go.
hot
Yes.
toddy
Yes.
crawl.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, a lot of them actually have alcohol.
A lot
so,
of them, but not all.
if you want to warm up,
But it is complimentary.
Okay.
So you go in and out of these places, and they will have this form in their front window.
Why
But
don't you hold
then
that up again so people can see this?
There are
Can
also,
we zoom in on that? Okay. They'll find it.
there are also punch cards
For what?
available,
A punch
and
card.
those are for businesses and stuff that have that are open, and you just go in and you have a mark off that you were there,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone who completes all of those businesses, and I believe there are 15, then they turn that in at Peaceful Designs on Main Street.
Mhm.
And we will pick a winner. We have some prizes that were donated
Yeah,
by
like
various
what?
businesses.
What can you win? Just give me
Oh,
one.
there's a basket, a jelly basket from Blanche's. There's wine from
So locals things. and-
Yeah.
Oh, yum.
from Johnson Estates.
And the-
Johnson Estates will be set up at the library for their. They'll be doing the hot toddy crawl. Noble Winery will be at Bet's Insurance.
Okay.
And Lakeshore Center for the Arts will have hot chocolate with peppermint schnapps and
In
whipped
con- in
cream
conjunction
or no,
with-
marshmallows. And we have a lot of other things going on. He's hard to control.
He's ready to burst.
He is.
So-
He is. At Lakeshore Center for the Arts today, we have the hot toddy crawl
Okay.
at from 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
We have a brand new exhibit in our art gallery, the Brenda Eno Art Gallery, an exhibit by Karen Seeger Cockrum. It's called.
She's a Foley artist.
She
She
is.
is.
She is.
Foley
They're
artist,
Foley
too.
artists.
I
Yeah.
practiced
Yes.
that word because
Yes.
I was saying folio forever. It's
Yes.
Foley artist.
Foley. So
She's a photographer, yeah.
She is, and she has a new display called Around the Town Revisited. And prior to getting our calendar out, she added Gabrielle Knappenberger, who did a series on women. It's paintings and drawings, and it's fabulous.
Is this a relation to Ken?
Yes,
Daughter.
one of his daughters.
Okay, great.
And so that's a fabulous thing. We have, what do we have, 6 Christmas trees decorated? Our halls are decorated for Christmas
Which halls?
in Lakeshore Center for
Okay.
the Arts, which is
You're
on
all over Westfield. I gotta figure out what
where
hall
are we?
you're
We're on the upper level of the Presbyterian Church
49
Annex.
South Portage Street.
All right.
Yes. And then our executive director will host a movie marathon today and tomorrow from
What?
3 to 9.
Come on,
All
Doc, come on
Christmas
over.
movies.
We could
What
drink
do we-
like spiked hot chocolate and watch
You don't want to ever have me on spiked hot chocolate. First of all, the chocolate, and the second is the spike. I'm pretty poor. What movies? All right, okay, we'll get to Rick.
Yeah,
on that
we'll
in
get to
minute.
him
We'll
in a
get to
second,
I
yeah.
got notes here,
Yeah.
so lots
Yes.
of notes.
Oh, yeah.
good.
And at the Patterson Library, we have the Hall of Trees. There are many nonprofits and businesses that have trees set up and decorated. And then they have little bags next to them. And if you drop a quarter in it, that means you're voting for that tree.
Oh, how
And
cool.
whichever tree has the most money at the end of the weekend will win a prize from the library. I'm not privy to what they're giving out, but
First
then
edition
that-
of Charles Dickens, I'm sure.
I'm sure that sounds like a good thing. We'll have to talk to Tom on that.
Yeah.
And then we have that money will go to the NCCR, and we have Queen Victoria there.
NCCR.
Northern Chautauqua Canine Rescue.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a
Because
tree there.
You heard me
can
do
vote
the
on.
announcements. I have 45 different acronyms that I use every week. And
Oh, sure, sure,
The,
yeah.
the UW,
Right.
so I
Yeah.
gotta make sure we knew which some of that. Okay, NCCR.
Yeah, so they have a tree there. Westfield Barcelona Chamber of Commerce also has a tree, which is decorated by yours truly. So vote for that. Lakeshore Center for the Arts has a tree. Johnson Estates has a tree. The YWCA has a tree, and it's all about women empowerment.
Perfect.
It's great. So our own Queen Victoria will be there.
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria on her throne in front of the fireplace.
Is this something new?
Yes,
The Queen?
she is your hostess at the library today,
Queen Victoria.
and you will see our past Queen Victoria's gown on display on a mannequin, along with her picture in honor, because she passed, so we had to get a substitute this year. So we all miss Betty, but she'll be there. And we also have Mrs. Claus in the library.
Mrs. Claus.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she will be in the media room,
Oh, okay.
and it's on the calendar.
Okay. This
There's-
is your. My mind is going.
I know, you tell me about it.
So is this all coordinated by whom?
Well, each of these places have done stuff in the past. So what we did as a committee of a couple of us, we pulled together all of the events that are going on. So like in all these other places, we're trying to coordinate. And Marilyn Hemmer has just done an outstanding
Great.
job. She couldn't be here today because she had to be
She's
at the
on the road.
YWCA while they're pulling in stuff for the
Okay.
arts and crafts thing. Yeah.
Super. Yeah, Marilyn's
Yeah.
a busy woman.
Oh, good Lord, yes. Tonight's highlight is a parade.
There's more. Oh,
Oh,
the parade.
we keep going. We keep going.
Goodness.
Yes, there's a parade tonight at 5 o'clock. It's a lighted parade.
What does that mean?
It means everybody, all the entries in the parade will have lights.
Somehow
on
or
them.
another.
Yeah. Lakeshore Center for the Arts will be leading the parade with our clock tower, and if it's not raining, our 100-year-old drum from the Dutch Meisters.
Oh, you
will
got
be
that from
leading.
Kelly?
He's going to be pushing that cart.
All right.
And the carolers will be out there. We have a clock tower. So
Clock
the
tower.
carolers will be with the clock tower that's sponsored by Lakeshore Center for the Arts. We
So that's your
have,
theme, is the clock tower?
yeah, because of the Dickens, the
Gotcha.
clock tower.
Oh,
Big
okay.
Ben.
Yeah.
Big Ben, yes, yes. We have fire trucks, we have police cars, we have the Westfield Women's Organization, Lemur's Concrete. I don't even know who else is going to be in
All right,
this
so
parade.
the parade starts from where?
5 o'clock.
And where's it start?
It starts on the corner of, is it Cottage Street at Westfield Family Physicians, Cottage Street in Maine, across the street from Tops.
Okay.
It starts there, and then it goes down Main Street to Portage,
Okay.
and then turns onto Portage and goes up to Clinton Street, which is the next street, and turns, and we dissipate there. And then
At the fire hall.
at the fire hall,
okay.
and then head on over to Center Stage Dance for a reception after. And then that concludes our scheduled events for Saturday. The businesses will still be open. You can still go to Larry's and Grace and
Do
Abe's
your
and
hot
Brazil's
toddy
and
crawl there.
uh,
Oh, no, that's
yeah,
already
all
done. No,
those
no, that's
places.
done. Right?
Hot Toddy's over at
10 to
4
4.
o'clock, and that's
Okay.
only on Saturday.
Okay.
On Sunday, we have
Sunday?
Yes, we
This is
keep
just
going.
today?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord. All right.
So tomorrow, and the horse-drawn carriages will be around from 11 to 4. Those are free. Those are sponsored by the folks that are participants in the Arts and Crafts Show. And I don't remember who the other sponsor is, but that's what
That's all right.
we do. Oh, it was Westfield Barcelona Chamber of Commerce. It's,
All right.
it's money that we raised during our 50/50s that we hold during our first Fridays in the summer.
Yes.
So also at the Patterson Library, though, there will be children's activities, and there's who is it? Joe Spann from U of B has
Oh,
some
yeah.
students
Joe.
performing today. Kent Knappenberger has some stuff from WACS. So there's a lot of stuff
Sunday.
going on.
Sunday.
Saturday. That's part Saturday.
Whoa.
I know I'm backtracking.
Wait a minute. Where
I'm
am I?
backtracking.
All
I'm
right,
trying.
all right, so
I'm doing my best.
All kinds
here.
of things going on.
Yes. So the movie marathon at Lakeshore Center for the Arts is still going on Sunday. We have a Victorian church service at St. Peter's Episcopal Church, and Libby can talk more on that. There's a hanging of the green ceremony at the Presbyterian Church. The big thing for Sunday is the Westfield Women's Organization Holly Tour.
Oh,
That's an
yes.
every other year event, and the tickets are available at various places. And you go to 5 private homes that are decorated for Christmas. 4 of them are accessible from the horse and buggy, the
Right,
horse and
Baumberger's
carriage
isn't.
thing. Right,
I saw that on the way here.
right.
And
That
there's
one
a,
you
there's
have
a
to-
sign that says Holly Tour.
Yes.
It's in front of their house. Okay. So how much are tickets?
Tickets for that are $10 each.
Okay.
Yes, and that includes dessert and coffee at the Presbyterian Church afterwards.
So it's a nice day.
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
And the weather looks
today,
promising.
right now, if you hurry, you can get to breakfast with Santa at the Presbyterian Church, because that's over at
That's
10
today.
o'clock.
Okay.
That's today, yes. What else do we have tomorrow? Then we have the Christmas movie marathon from 3 to 9. And we also have the reception at 5 o'clock at the Center Stage Dance.
Woo!
And then we go, we're done
Wow.
for now,
So
till the next thing.
you were already on Channel 4 News, I saw.
That was Beth Tarpley.
But was that
But
this?
the event was,
All
yes.
right, well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, from the,
So how come you guys didn't get nominated for this thing like Fredonia did?
we don't need
That's
to.
a good question, Doc.
It is a very good question. And, I'm with the Chamber of Commerce, so I was told that somebody nominated them. Somebody from Fredonia nominated them some time ago, quite some time ago. And like it said in your preview, that there were thousands of entries. They narrowed it down, the show narrowed
Yeah.
it down to 10. And it just happens that it's Fredonia. Maybe next year somebody will nominate Westfield. That would be fabulous. I can't do
Now hear
it.
this, for those of you that are interested, if you can't get your head around this has got to be at least as cool as Fredonia, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Not trying to take sides here, but
Right.
Fredonia is awesome, and so is Westfield's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
So
Well,
somebody
and of the
nominate these
10,
people.
that are nominated in this final round, it's not the final round, but in this round of 10 that's been narrowed down to, Fredonia is the only university town. The others are scattered around the United States. I don't,
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
got
remember who they
Rick.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got me.
So, it's going to come down to, in January, they'll go down to 5, and if Fredonia is in the top 5,
Right.
then there will be public voting. And then
Oh my gosh.
we, Chautauqua County, need to get on board
Right,
and get them
support.
here.
We all support each other, don't
Since
we?
I've seen this show before, but since I heard about this in a meeting the other day, I went on and I've watched the first season. Ty Pennington was not on it then, he is now. And what they do is they go into these small towns, they interview businesses and town leaders, and then they handpick some of the businesses that are good businesses, but they're struggling because maybe they don't have a business plan. Maybe
Right.
they don't know where their
Oh,
money's
wow.
going. Maybe their outside needs some freshening up. So they come in and they put money into the town, and it's a really good
Super.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'd love to have them come to Westfield.
Okay, but nonetheless, we're
Do
going to...
I sound like Chamber of Commerce?
No, I was just gonna say
We're going to
something, but I
support
thought
Fredonia
about it.
nonetheless. There are good neighbors and good
Absolutely.
friends. And there's nothing to say that Westfield couldn't be in the mix next
And
time around.
I gotta say, some of them come to Westfield and say, "What are you doing here?
Yeah.
This is awesome."
It is
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give you a breather, and let's
Thank you.
move on to Libby. Ha!
Go
Rick's
ahead,
gonna
go
blow up here. I can't wait to watch that heckle fight. No, it's not your turn. Libby is next. Good morning, Libby.
Good morning,
Libby's
Doc.
my little buddy, isn't she? She and I are on stage together for forever, it seems. This is our 5th season coming up, right?
Yes, for It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, and we stand on stage during the radio show, and we just have a great time, don't we?
We do. I can be a little,
Naughty.
a little naughty sometimes.
Yes, you are naughty.
Trying to get Doc to laugh when we're not supposed to laugh. Yes, it's a Wonderful Life radio show at the
See, that's coming up, what do we decide, December 15th, right?
Yep, Lakeshore Center for
There's
the
gonna-
Arts upstairs in the 3rd floor of the Presbyterian Church.
There's going to be a matinee, I guess you'd say, 2 o'clock, and then
Two shows, yeah,
two shows and one
two
at
at
7.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I talked.
You talk. No matter what you do, you try to get in there. That's why I thought,
The entrance is right across from the library,
Right.
Patterson Library in Westfield, and it's a great show. It's such a heartfelt show, and I think it really makes you feel good when you leave, and we have some really great actors in there.
and it's all the same cast coming back from what I understand, right?
Same cast.
That's hard to believe, 5 years together, and we still have a lot of fun.
Well, it's because we love each other,
That's
why.
true. That's
And-
true. And the theater is upstairs in the Jackie Phillips Theater, right?
Yeah.
And I think it seats about 45, 50 people, something
Yeah,
like that.
I would
And
say.
what are tickets going to be this year? Does anybody know? Not you, Rick. Does anybody else?
Free.
It's
Oh,
free to the public.
free! All right.
This is our gift to the public.
All right, awesome. So, Libby, you were noted as the head caroler. So, what are you doing for this
Well,
event?
What I did was I got together a bunch of wonderful singers, very talented people,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to name them. I have
Please do.
Rick Matthews,
Oh, yeah.
John Daly,
John.
Diane Scarpine,
I know all those people.
Judy Washington,
Yeah.
Karen Cockrum.
Oh, sure.
And she also will be playing piano for us at the Patterson Library today
Mm-hmm.
at 3 o'clock. We're doing a little Victorian carol concert.
So-
And I think it's wonderful. And Virginia Carr, who's the priest of
Oh,
St.
sure.
Peter's.
I know her too.
Yes.
I know all those people.
Yeah.
So, when you say Victorian music, is there like a body of music that you pulled out from
Yes.
music books? Like, what would be a couple of selections?
A couple selection would be anything between 18, well, carols go from way, way, way
Sure.
back. But we wouldn't be singing anything like Jingle Bells or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
They're
We would
old, but
be
not that old.
Right. There's the wassailing song.
Uh-huh.
There's People Look East. We have Good Christian Friends Rejoice. And so they're all along, but they're that line, and we have wonderful harmony. And we will be traveling all over town. We will be at the mansion, the McClurg Mansion in Moore Park, around noon
Great.
to sing for the tea.
Mm-hmm.
That's $15 for
Right,
a wonderful
right.
experience.
From 11 to 3, I think I said.
11 to
didn't I?
3.
Yep, and then we'll stop over at the Y,
Wow.
WCA across the street, and then we will be all over town.
You can be singing
caroling.
outside?
We will. We'll be going from businesses to businesses and do a couple numbers for them. And we will be at the, like I said, Patterson Library at 3.
Wow.
And then the parade at 5, the Parade of Lights.
You're singing in the parade?
We probably won't by then because
It'll be,
it's, well, yes. And last year, there's a lot of commotion, so no one, we can't
Yeah, it's
really
hard to hear.
us.
With the fire sirens.
Yeah.
As Rick knows, who's not going to say anything yet, when we did the parade this year, I left almost deaf because they blast those things. So yeah, but it's a frolicking kind of a time.
Yes,
yeah.
and last year we had a huge turnout for our first time. So
We
this
did.
year is anticipated even more. I know some people who have floats that I wouldn't even dream would want to do it. So I think it's
Super
fabulous.
fun.
And then tomorrow our Victorian service at 10 o'clock at the St. Peter's Church.
Then you can be singing there.
We will be singing there, and we'll be doing an authentic civil Victorian Christmas, what Charles Dickens would have seen when he was growing up.
Very nice.
And then we will be on the Holly Tour. St. Peter's Episcopal Church
Wow,
will be on the
that's a
Holly
lot
Tour.
of singing.
So I'll be there doing a little history for everybody.
Very nice.
Just a little tidbit of history. William Seward was baptized at St. Peter's Episcopal Church
sure,
in Westfield,
sure.
who was the Secretary of State
In
to
Bought
Abraham
Alaska.
Lincoln. Yes,
Yep.
and has the house in the Hill on Portage.
Yep, I know where it is.
But I will say more of that tomorrow at the Holly Tour, which is from
Excellent.
noon to 4.
Okay, I was going to talk with Rick here in a second, but I have a phone call, so you just have to wait.
Good.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Doc, and good morning, everybody.
Don't we look fabulous?
Oh, it's just absolutely delightful. What a wonderful thing that we're having in our county.
Mhm.
This is, I've gone to the Holly Tours, and I've gone to all the festivities at the McClure Mansion, and I think that this is just a unique, delightful idea. Congratulations and good luck.
There you go. Well, thank you on behalf of
Thank
them.
you.
Yeah. So, Lynn, what's going on in your world? Getting that turkey thawed out?
Oh, I'm going. I'm not going to be flying a turkey. Somebody else is preparing it, but I'm going to be bringing some goodies. It's going to be a delightful experience.
Wonderful.
How are you doing? How is everyone?
We're good. How about you all?
Good.
We're
Good.
Yeah, we're visiting for Thanksgiving too, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yes, it's always good to be with people. So, and my doggies are going to be having wonderful tidbits and
Oh my gosh.
feastings.
Oh my gosh, my dog is already,
And of course, we're always looking for people with our senior employment program at the Chautauqua County Office for the Aging. And I'm looking for someone to help out as a computer coach in the Dunkirk-Brockton area in our senior employment program. And of course, we still have our general services at the Chautauqua County Office for the Aging. And right now, they are doing a lot of health insurance counseling, and it's for free.
And that's important right now in case people
Yes.
do want to change, and
Yes.
it's a great service. And the number that they can call, it's on the screen, but we're
It's
going
on
around
the
the world here,
screen.
so let's give it to them.
753-4471.
And you also can go on Facebook. Okay.
Right.
Well, Lynn, thank you, and have a lovely Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you next time. Huh?
I wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful weekend today in Westfield.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for calling. Sue and Libby, where did you get your dresses?
Actually, I got this one off Amazon.
So these are reproduction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, this jacket is an authentic Sauvé jacket, and Susie made this for me from a wonderful pattern. And the lace collar comes from a wonderful woman who makes these authentic collars that you can order. And some of it's made by wonderful, talented ladies.
Very,
And I made my hat.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. I got my hat in Ireland.
Oh, and I made his.
I'm just wearing what I wear every day, Doc. I didn't want to get
Well,
special today.
I've been sitting here waiting and watching Rick. He's expanded about 20% because he's like, I want to talk. You not let me talk. Rick, you look like the judge. You look like someone that would be presiding over something like I don't know what. So, good morning, Rick, and welcome back to the show.
Hi, Doc. So nice to hear your voice again.
Rick,
Yeah.
do you have a particular character that you are becoming here, or?
I'm becoming
Portraying?
the ghost of Christmas Victorian past.
What
I
century
don't
would that
know.
be, do you think?
I believe that's not the 17th.
Not the 17th.
Not the 16th.
Not the 21st.
I believe it's the 18th,
18th
kind of
century.
midway through.
All right,
Yeah.
mid-18th century.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that really looks pretty much like what gentlemen would wear, some type of overshawl or
It
something
is.
like that.
Yep.
and
Actually, I don't wear this every day, Doc. Someone made this for me.
looks really classy. And I love the hook up here, there, where we call it brocade or,
Yeah.
It's a frog.
Yeah.
oh, is that what they call it, a frog?
Yeah.
Very cool.
This.
And I like the
Libby
top
has
hat. I
Frog
could
plant.
go for a top hat.
I just bought this for myself, and it's hard for me because my head's so big that. But I found one that fit me, literally and
Literally.
figuratively.
It's very, very cool. And folks, you can only see from their basically their waist up here, but Sue and
I don't have any pants on. That's why
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh.
Sue and Libby have full hoop skirts. I don't know what we
Yes,
call
yes.
that. And that must have been really cumbersome. And
Yeah,
it's-
they hid their children under these, you see.
Really? Rick, was it lonely?
I don't even know what that means, Don.
when your mother hid you from public view under her skirt. Okay, so Rick, you are part of this whole weekend as well. So what, you're doing the movies, but do you have a role in anything else?
Well, I've helped put a lot of stuff together
Yes,
on
you
a lot
have.
of committees and stuff like that. But
And we haul a lot of stuff around town in
Oh
his
my
pickup
gosh.
truck.
we've decided to do this movie marathon this year, and I love movie marathons, so I volunteered to show movies.
Right up your alley.
Yeah,
So
man.
what are some key ones that are going to be?
Well, here's the deal.
Here's
Doc.
the deal.
Here's the deal.
I'm ready.
I had a whole list that I was going to do, and people said, "No, I hate that one." And blah, 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 blah.
Why did
And
you
I
even
said,
ask?
What we're going to do is whoever's whoever's in the theater at that time, we will ask for suggestions from the audience, and we'll go online and get it. So we're going to watch the movie of your choice. But it has to be a Christmas. But it has to be a
So like
Christmas
if you wanted to watch the Christmas Carol,
Yes.
everybody wanted
Yes.
the original, the
Yes.
very early one with whatever the
Yes.
guy's name is.
Yes.
He's really scary looking. Easier Scrooge.
Yes.
You would watch that one. And so how do you do that? You have rights to pull this down and
Yes.
show it? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much does it cost to see the movies?
It's another freebie from Lakeshore Center for the Arts.
We
From
do take
us
donations.
to you.
Okay.
But yeah, we do.
Donations
sure.
are gratefully accepted.
Gratefully, always.
But-
And so
The art show and the movies and the hot toddies will all be going on at the same time.
all the same time.
Yeah.
So you can. All right. So from 3 to 9. So I don't know. Those movies go what, about an hour a piece, something like that, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah. So you're gonna show
probably
multiple
four
ones.
movies. Yeah.
All right. And
On 2 days, Saturday
so it
and
could.
Sunday.
So it's possible that you could have shown 8, 9 different movies.
It-
Just depends on what
it's
the
possible.
audience wants. Do you have a list that they can pick from?
No.
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 Okay.
Everybody has like their favorite Christmas movie. You
Right.
know, like all the kids come in and they want to see.
The Grinch.
The Christmas
Yeah,
story.
Christmas Grinch and the Walt Disney things and
Mhm.
you know all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I want to see. I'm going to wait till there's nobody there because there's so many
That's not
Christmas
going to happen.
Christmas horror stories.
You are going to have so. What?
There are a lot of Christmas
horror
horror
stories?
movies. Yeah, it's a new genre I haven't seen. Have you seen those Christmas horror movies? No.
Like what? Name one.
Um,
My mother-in-law came to Christmas.
I'd have to look up. Yeah.
I mean, like what? The chainsaw,
Yeah,
Christmas tree,
there's stuff like that. There's stuff like
Christmas
that in there.
on Oak Street. Or
I just think it would be like a humorous move from the cheery stuff to have one show that has Santa getting his beard cut off
oh my!
below the flesh or something like
Oh,
that. I don't know. It might be fun.
this is
You're
very
going to
dark
need a hot
side
toddy
to
for
this.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my eyes are burning. All right, Rick. Libby alluded to the fact you're going to be directing again. So, want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, actually,
What?
that you just plug that in and it goes. No, I originally directed that play, but I don't anymore. It just kind
Who
of
does?
runs.
Who's in
Christmas
charge?
Carol.
It's
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a wonderful
Yeah,
life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No, you direct us.
Well, I direct it, but everybody knows what they're doing. We just go in and go over it.
So, are you saying we're in charge now, Libby?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, but after 6
No, we
years-
would. Let's start rewriting some of those lines. So, but talk to the folks about this show because this is unique to me. It's unique. And Libby, you can jump in.
It's a Wonderful Life is a movie that everybody knows, and with Jimmy Stewart and all of that. This is not a movie, or it's not a full-length play about It's a Wonderful Life. It's a radio play, and it's a takeoff on a 1940s radio play with sound effects and people reading parts. And each of our characters in this play portrays like 5 to 10 characters. So they have different voices and different personas and interpret each of these characters in different ways. They stand or sit at microphones and it comes off. Actually, it's more creative than watching a movie because you create your own scenery, you create your own visions of what people look like, and it takes the viewer as much creativity as it does the actor on stage.
Libby, who are the voices you do? Because you're all over the
Oh.
place there.
Well, I do Violet Bick,
Mhm.
which I think when you watch A Wonderful
She's-
Life,
she's the
movie,
floozy. Tell
she's
floozy,
the one
right?
she's a little mixed up. She's confused. She's in love with George, but George just
George
is
Bailey.
in love with Mary,
Right.
George Bailey. And I also do an old Southern man who's angry about where his money is in the bank.
That's right.
And I also played this very sad lady who's just an unselfish, wonderful lady who wants to help George. And I played 2 little children at the same time.
And you've got
And I get that wonderful
you
line.
get that
of,
wonderful line at the very end.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
There it is.
There it is, folks. And
Now nobody has to come see it.
oh no,
I think
no.
everybody knows that line, though, right?
Everybody knows
but
that.
we have so many wonderful people that do, and we have microphones that look like old 1940s microphones. We all dress in 1940s attire, and there's a very high energy involved with it because the audience is involved. They're the studio audience, so there's lights that say applause, and so it's really fun. So it's December 15th.
Right, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock matinee and a 7 o'clock, and that's on a Sunday.
Awesome.
And I think people love it. We always
do.
have a good turnout, and it's free.
Right.
And the kids love this because you would think, oh, they're probably going to get bored. We have the kids that come are just like plastered to what we're doing because they get to see it live and they get to see the sound effects and how they're done, and it's
It's real theater.
real theater. Yeah, so
Yep.
it's a really fun thing to
I
see.
wasn't sure how radio play would work when we first started doing it, but
he tells
people
us.
adore it. They
Yeah.
really, really
Yeah.
like it.
And we have new thunder this year.
Yeah, we have New Thunder.
Yes, Thunder Effect is
I
awesome.
recall the first time we did it, it was awkward for us. I think I speak for the group, because we were, being an actor, you're used to interacting physically, in moving and things like this, where when you're doing the radio, you're actually talking to the audience and creating this character in front of their eyes through the microphone and at them. And even though we're sharing lines and talking, you're, like you said, you're creating this kind of invisible world, and it's pretty cool. Let's see, I do the radio host. I do a German.
Fillmore.
Do it, just say it.
I'm Freddie Fillmore, and welcome to WBFR. You know, and on Medford, New York, US of A. I do a German. I do 3 cops, I think. I do one cop that interacts with Vi, and then there's the sheriff and so forth. And of course, and then I'm Uncle Billy.
Yeah.
The old sot.
yes.
Uncle Billy.
I always
This
get
is
these
the
roles as a
money.
drunk, and I don't even drink. So, anyways, but it's just a lot of fun, and we've got really talented people with us. What?
Or you're just not telling us.
No, they would know. No, you would know. So, anyways, so Sue, we've got 1 minute and 40-some seconds left. So, how about recap, and then we'll just go right down the line. Anything anybody wants to add for this weekend? This is really fabulous.
It is a fabulous weekend, and I hope that everyone will come out and join us. And there's just too much for me to tell you everything. But come to the parade, come to the library, come to Lakeshore Center for the Arts, come to Center Stage, the McClurg Museum, the Holly Tour. There's just
Is there
it's
one point
wonderful.
of information that people could, like,
We
are
do
listening?
have a Facebook page, and it's Christmas in the Village, a Dickens holiday. So if you go there, everything is on there. All these these schedules of events are all listed on there, and look for these around town.
I would
A
guess
lot
if
of
they
them-
went to the library, they
The
probably
library
have
has
good
them. A
source.
lot of the businesses have these, and you can pick up your punch cards
Awesome.
at the places that have the Hot Toddy sign.
Libby, what would you like to add?
Well, today is going to be a beautiful day. It's
Nice
supposed to be
weather.
a high of 47 and
Oh my gosh.
fairly sunny. So it would be a great day to come out and see Westfield. And the YWCA has arts and crafts all day long from
Right.
from
And
11
food. The
and
Kiwanis
food.
is there doing food.
Yes. So and there's wonderful restaurants are open. So and we would love you to all just join us because it's going to be a really wonderful day. It's going to be fun. It was so fun last year. Let's just keep the tradition going. Hopefully more and more people will be involved.
Rick, I get the last word. I want to thank
There you
I want to thank you guys for coming in, especially coming in at the last minute. Appreciate it. Folks, you've been watching Chautauqua Sunrise, and Sue and Rick and Libby here from Christmas in the Village in Westfield. Check it out all weekend. We're going to do this all again next Saturday, right after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Hopefully I can talk and everything else. So enjoy your week. Be safe. Enjoy the wonderful weather. And check out Westfield, New York. They're really awesome over there. Take care. We'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye now.
Bye.